Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another video on ForgottenWeapons.com. I'm Ian McCollum and this is the Vektor CR-21. This is the world's most space-age looking version of the Galil because underneath all of this cool, fancy, swoopy polymer, this is in fact a South African Galil. This particular one is a select fire South African Galil, which is pretty cool. I did a video on the mechanics and the history of these a while back. This was a gun that was proposed to the South African Defense Force, but never actually adopted. So there are really quite few of them around today. A big thanks to DSA today for giving me access to theirs to do some shooting with. So let's see if we can wiggle a magazine in there. There we go. So standard Galil magazines. We got some polymer and some steel. And we'll leave it on semi to begin with. This is of course a Bullpup, and it is right hand only because the ejection port is only there. Kind of shoots like a Galil, weirdly. Let's try a couple of little bursts. You know what? That's surprisingly jumpy. I feel like I've shot 5.56, like regular 5.56 AKs, that were not nearly that bouncy. And you know what this actually makes me think of? This makes me think of the Polish MSBS Grot, the new Polish service rifle, which they initially made as both, like it was reconfigurable, as both a regular rifle and a bullpup. And I tried it both ways, and so it was literally the exact same design of gun, but one set up as a bullpup and one set up as a traditional rifle. And weirdly, well, at the time, the bullpup was actually substantially jumpier and harder to control. And I'm getting the same feeling here with this CR-21 compared to a regular Galil. All right. Normally on an AK, it's pretty easy to rock and lock the mags in once you know what you're looking at. Here, the magazine well is kind of hidden under the polymer, and it takes a little more practice and kind of guesswork to figure out where. Come on. You may be starting to recognize why the SADF did not, in fact, adopt the CR-21. Maybe it just doesn't like that one. I've got another. There we go. All right. So here's my theory. The fact that all the mass is back here and the reciprocating impact of the bolt on the back of the receiver, because this is an AK and that's absolutely a thing, that's all happening back here, and it's tending to have much more moment to bounce the front of the gun up. All right, I'm getting a little better at it now with a little bit of practice, but it's still a bouncy, jostly gun, much more so than you would really expect for a 5.56 AK. And I think I'm comfortable saying that that is largely because of the bullpup configuration. It really isn't. It's a little finicky with the magazines. I've got one more. Why won't you go in? Just really doesn't like this magazine. I'm gonna go ahead and reload this into one of my other mags. All right, so I've only put a couple mags through this, but I'm pretty well of the opinion that the AK bullpup conversions are never really that good of an idea. The Valmet M82 is not that great. The CR-21 as a gun isn't that great. It is, however, extremely cool looking. Like, you're not getting District 9 without having CR-21s. They're super awesome. They're extremely rare. So it was very generous of DSA to give me access to their select fire one to do some shooting with. And I hope they don't take it badly that I'm saying that it's not a great gun. But we will go ahead and finish this off by dumping my remaining mag. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. That really just shoves into you and pushes you around way more than a 5.56 AK ought to.